Every mind has its breaking point. Every body has its limit. These 8 people disagree. They're about to discover if they can survive the ultimate challenge of body, mind, and spirit. To prove themselves truly unbreakable.
You die tonight.
From thousands of applicants, 8 elite athletes emerged from a grueling selection process.
Come on, come on!
To win a place on this unique challenge. A boxer, a skier, a long-distance runner, a martial arts champion, a rugby player, a fitness instructor, a bodybuilder, and an Iron Man. Guiding them will be daredevil explorer Benedict Allen. The original Unbreakable, Benedict has spent his life cheating death, from the Amazon jungle to the punishing furnace of the Gobi Desert.
You need a huge amount of will to be able to keep on going. You've got to believe you are unbreakable.
Over 8 epic weeks, they'll cross 4 continents to pit themselves against the planet's toughest challenges. The Unbreakables will face scorching deserts, freezing ice, hellish jungle.
Pain is glory. Pain is glory.
And steaming swamps crawling with terrifying creatures. They'll face ancient tribal rituals.
This is inflicting pain on people.
And brutal initiations.
You have disgraced your brothers. You have lied to them.
They'll endure some of the toughest military training ever devised by man.
Did I ask question? Did I tell you to say something?
They are competing to take everything that's thrown at them or be broken and sent home.
Broken.
Unbreakables isn't a contest you win, it's an experience you survive. The Unbreakables' epic challenge begins 4,000 miles from home in South America. The Republic of Guyana and the Amazon jungle. This is the biggest jungle on Earth, and the Unbreakables are heading right for it. Former boxer Dave failed to hit the heights he aimed for in the ring. Now he's desperate to prove himself.
I tasted failure, and it's a bitter, bitter pill. This is going to give me the chance to put the record straight and to show people what I really am made of.
Martial arts champion Heather has rarely tasted defeat. She's got all the confidence of a 20-year-old winner.
You can chuck me in a desert, you can chuck me anywhere you want, I'm going to succeed, you know.
Youthful arrogance has long gone for 44-year-old Fraser, but the ultra-competitive Iron Man is quietly confident.
I think they'll put me to the sword, probably to hell and back, but I'm prepared to go there.
All the way to the green hell of the Amazon jungle. Here, the group must work together to survive and fight to prove themselves unbreakable.
Competition is the watchword of the forest, and that's going to be mirrored in these Unbreakables. So it's a place that sorts out the strong from the weak.
The Unbreakables' food, shelter and safety are bound up in 1 billion acres of jungle, fraught with perils that Benedict knows all too well. This is the territory of the Makushi tribe, and this area is known as Surama Village, the place of the human barbecue pit, a nod to the days when human flesh was on the menu. And the Unbreakables are about to become the main course.
This is your initiation into the jungle.
The wide-eyed new arrivals immediately face a traditional Makushi tribal ritual. These are Amazonian huntsman ants. They deliver a burning sting 5 times as savage as a bee sting. And the Unbreakables aren't just dealing with 1 or 2 of these beasts, they're facing 30. Under the rules of Unbreakables, a person will be broken if they refuse to complete a challenge or if they injure themselves and cannot continue. First to take the ceremony is bodybuilder Nathan. 5'8", 13.5 muscle-hardened stone, Nathan's the third largest of the group. More man-mountain than marathon runner, he's all about brute force.
I like to be on the weights, pushing myself, pushing my muscles, because that's a real good gauge on how strong you're getting.
But no one is stronger than his fiercest critic and biggest rival, his ex-army dad.
Come on. I believe that you've got to push yourself and achieve that anymore. One thing I cannot abide failure.
His father's unforgiving attitude has helped him forge an unbreakable mental edge.
My mind's going to be the strongest thing, which will get me through, I believe.
Nathan will need all that mind control to survive the Makushi ant ceremony.
It was kind of like someone with some pliers with needles on the end just gripping into your skin.
Pliers and hot needles or not, Nathan bullishly refuses to show any pain. The battle to be the alpha hard case has begun. No one wants to show weakness. But ski racer Angus can't contain a grimace. And there's no hiding the painful evidence of the huntsman's powerful sting. Next up is fitness instructor Carla. And she's the first to register dozens of burning stings. Martial artist Heather trumps her female rival by staying stony-faced throughout. And the remaining men, Barnaby, Fraser, David and Matt, follow Nathan's lead and refuse to show weakness.
Nathan definitely set the benchmark without showing any pain, so I definitely went in feeling that I had to do exactly the same. The pain's like a hot bee sting, just a real intense burn.
And that intense pain is too much for one Unbreakable.
Yeah, Carla. Okay, let's get her in.
Carla passes out from the excruciating pain.
Carla? Carla?
These 8 athletes claim to be unbreakable. They've accepted the ultimate challenge of physical and mental toughness and will face elite military training and brutal tribal rituals in the 8 harshest environments on Earth. Explorer Benedict Allen has introduced the Unbreakables to the Amazon jungle and a ritual of excruciating huntsman ant stings. It proved too much for fitness instructor Carla, who passed out from the pain.
Okay, let's get her in. Carla? Carla? Okay. Just need to get my medical kit. It's in there in the big red bag.
68 press-ups a minute, 42 sit-ups a minute. 33-year-old Carla is as fit as they come.
Use your legs, power up, and then release.
When she's not working hard teaching in the gym, she's playing hard out in the town.
I love going out for a night out and having a boogie and having a good time.
But a weekly diet of work and play isn't enough. Carla's hungry for excitement.
I actually thrive on being a bit scared because it's exciting as well.
And she's determined to have no regrets.
I'd be scared of dying before I've experienced some of the things I want to experience.
Carla's first experience of the Amazon jungle has left her stretched out before the expedition medic.
Your pulse is quite slow.
She may be fit enough in an air-conditioned gym, but in 90% humidity, the jungle isn't so forgiving. 10 minutes later, Carla gets the okay to continue, but she looks favourite to break first. And that could happen sooner rather than later. Each week, Benedict will enlist the aid of an expert to push the Unbreakables to the limit, and they're about to meet a man who breaks people for a living.
It's time for you to meet your next challenge.
No.
At last, the chosen ones. The Unbreakables. Maybe.
Come on! Go!
Mark Billy Billingham served 22 years in the most secretive and feared Special Forces unit in the world. A jungle warfare instructor, he knows the Amazon like an old enemy and wants to equate the Unbreakables with the jungle he fondly calls Satan's garden.
The jungle does not like you. It does not like me. Everything in this jungle wants to bite you, wants to eat you, wants to fall on you from a great height, including me. The jungle is not about fashion. So you people that turned up this morning thinking you're auditioning for Pirates of the Caribbean 3, with your jewellery, with your bandanas, I suggest you take them off, OK? You're going to boil. You're going to fall over. Throughout the next 4 days, you're going to work as a team, help the weak ones, help each other, and give it 100%.
The Amazon rainforest covers over 1 billion acres. Billy seems hell-bent on showing the group as many as possible in a short space of time.
Go 300 meters now, close it out!
Their challenge is to reach base camp before nightfall, but they've never run in conditions like these. Their Bergen backpacks weigh 30 pounds, temperatures are in the high 80s, and the ground is treacherous underfoot.
Bergen's off. Drink. Drink and listen. Sort out your packs. You sound like an out-of-work bunch of violinists. Follow me behind. Drink. Has anybody got any serious issues? No. Medically? No. Is everybody OK? Anybody not enjoying it? This is introduction. Everything thereafter will multiply and will be hard. I assure you, OK? OK, let's go. I'll do the talking!
No one wants to show weakness as the trial continues over an obstacle course of tree roots and jarring, uneven ground. But for some, the strain is starting to tell.
Come on, get out!
As martial artist Heather crashes to the jungle floor.
You guys sort yourselves out, get some water. OK, move it around. Stand up on it. Walk a little bit.
Billy's brief, brutal medical examination
Good to go.
is a far cry from the camp medic.
Pain is glory. Pain is glory.
It's a simple message. If both legs work, you're well enough to run.
Keep it together, let's go. Keep moving, don't stop, stay right out!
Despite signs of braking, the girls' low body weight should help them in distance running. Heavyweights with overdeveloped muscles would expect to struggle, and after an hour of running, bodybuilder Nathan is in serious trouble.
You all right?
Yeah, mate. OK, Lenny? Keep breathing, lift your head up, son. Lift your head up, take deep breaths. Yeah, that's all right, just lean on here and get your breath. Just get your breath.
The closed jungle canopy filters out the worst of the sun's rays, but it locks in the humidity like a pressure cooker. Catching your breath in this claustrophobic environment has been likened to being barricaded in a steam room.
Oh, shit.
Exhausted and overcome with heat, Nathan collapses.
Oh, I'm up, mate.
Shit. Get my big kit.
Where is it?
Nathan?
The expedition medic is quick to act.
Okay, stay down, stay down.
Relax.
Don't crowd him, don't crowd him.
Relax, Nathan.
Stay, Nate, stay.
Nice deep breaths.
Okay, that's cool.
Relax, you can.
Heat exhaustion is caused by loss of salt and water, causing dizziness, confusion and acute body cramps.
We'll get water to you in a minute, don't worry. Watch where you're going and keep moving.
To the shock of the group, Billy leaves Nathan with the medic and picks up the relentless pace that caused his collapse. The Unbreakables are a long way from base camp and there's no let-up.
Watch your footing now!
But Nathan is close to breaking and is ferried downriver for urgent medical attention.
Come on, fellas, we really are losing the light now. We need to move it. Keep it right tight, keep it quiet, let's go. Let's make the time, let's go.
After a torturous final leg, the Unbreakables are ready for the sanctuary of camp. What they don't know is they've got to build it themselves in the dark.
Okay, get it tight now. Just tighten this up a bit, get us a little bit tighter. I'm going to sleep tight, you're not. If you lose two nights sleep, okay, you'll be joining Nathan. You will not be in the jungle with us. I'll tell you now, you need that rest. Paramount.
Make sure you cross it over a little bit and then do some knots.
As the only women in the group, Heather and Carla are natural rivals.
Hi, mate. Really tighten it.
Carla feels she's taken the younger girl under her wing.
We're getting on okay. I mean, I don't think Heather doesn't really say too much, but we're getting on absolutely fine and just keep checking that she's okay, and I'm just trying to protect her, really. I look real tight.
But Heather doesn't take kindly to being bossed around.
She's just an arrogant cow, to be honest, and I'm serious, I mean that. No, I think she thinks, you know, I'm a threat because I'm the only other girl here, and she's a fitness instructor, so she doesn't want to go out before me. I think that's the problem. You know, I'm here to stay all the way.
At the medical hut, Nathan is out for the count, and as the other big man in the group, rugby player Matt, has grave concerns.
It just makes you realise how tough it can be and how things can change so quickly, I think. And I think it's made us all think about looking after ourselves a lot more in terms of drinking lots of water and trying to stick with it.
While the group prepare for their first night in the jungle, Benedict and Billy reflect on the day's events.
I think generally, all of them have done really well. It's uncomfortable, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's totally demanding.
Billy's already identified 3 potential unbreakables emerging to lead the pack.
People I think are going to stand the time and do well are the big Scottish guy, Angus. He's really strong inside, you know, and he's actually mentally enjoying it. The young 22-year-old Barnaby.
Barnaby, yeah.
And also Fraser.
But he's not been impressed by Nathan.
He's a big, strong lad, you know, he's your typical sculptured polystyrene. He's got it all on the outside, what he's got inside. Personally, I think he'll get up in the morning, he's going to be aching, he ain't going to be feeling very well. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, he probably says, OK, I've had enough.
Day breaks in the Guyana jungle on day 2 of the Unbreakables challenge. Flash Amazon rains may come and go, but Billy never stops.
Is everybody dressed in the wet kit, ready to go? Come on, move yourself way up.
Morning may have broken. The question is, has Nathan?
I don't want to get any worse or risk myself or anyone else. It's not an environment where, you know, you can take the risk, I don't think, when you're on things like heat, and it's quite dangerous.
Exhausted and incoherent, Nathan decides to quit and is the first to break.
80% of this business is about the mind, and you need a huge amount of will to be able to keep on going. And if you don't have that will, if you don't have that desire to keep on going, then really you are finished. And Nathan has lost that desire.
Unbreakable means surviving the harshest environments on Earth. Nathan's inability to cope with the heat of the jungle means he's going home.
Keep moving!
And with Billy at the helm, he's unlikely to be the last.
If you're talking, you mean you got energy, I'll go again.
Even the Unbreakable's mentor is about to turn tormentor. Benedict has plans.
Some of you are starting to look a little bit weak. And I want you to emerge from this forest today, tomorrow, next week, and face the world and be stronger. A few years ago, I went through a ceremony in New Guinea, beaten every day, 4 times a day for 6 weeks. That ceremony was about bonding, but it was also about making you stronger.
Benedict endured the agony of that tribal ritual designed to make him as strong as a crocodile.
It's like an insignia, it's a badge to say that you are a Nyara, a crocodile man.
And he'll carry the scars for the rest of his life.
So I lost about 2 pints of blood.
He wants to give the Unbreakables a taste of this ritual, to strengthen them physically and mentally, focusing their minds against the agony. What Fraser's about to painfully discover is that Benedict has armed himself with a 12-inch bamboo whip. Lightweight but rigid, bamboo is strong enough for scaffolding, sharp enough for spears, and light enough to cut through the air like a blade.
Benedict, he obviously knows how to inflict a bit of pain, really hurt, and it just whips you and whips you. It's not a pleasant experience.
Well done, Fraser.
At 44, Fraser is the oldest of the group, but he weighs in at a trim 13 stone, 12 pounds of pure iron.
Completed the Ironman in 2005 in Lanzarote. It's the world's toughest Ironman. 2.5-mile swim, followed by a 112-mile bike, then you run a marathon 26 miles.
A ruthless competitor, Fraser's determination to win borders on the obsessive. And he's hungry to teach younger men a lesson.
If I was competing against people half my age, I would look to their strengths and also their weaknesses and try and exploit their weaknesses.
Fraser's yet to beat men half his age, but he does have the chance to beat the man who lacerated his back. Over the next hour, the Unbreakables test each other's flesh with the biting bamboo whip.
Yeah, it's quite a kind of deep feeling. It's followed by quite a lot of heat. You notice that the worst is when it hits the same place. It starts hitting the older ones, that's when it really stings a wee bit.
It's a brutal ritual, and anyone can opt out at any time, but they'd be broken and forced to follow Nathan home.
I mean, you can see from people's marks, like, how hard the whips actually were. Yeah, they're little puckers.
In this modern day, I don't think people like taking pain. I don't think they're used to taking pain, you know. I think, like, most people will fight back. Like, if someone hits you with a stick, you're going to hit them back, right? That's your natural reaction. And for us to stand up there and take that is definitely mentally challenging.
No one escapes without a beating, but it's ski racer Angus who comes off worst.
Yeah, Angus is might have suffered a little bit more than the rest of us because he's so fit and so well toned that his skin is stretched like leather across his back.
I'm proud of you lot. You're starting to bond, you're starting to feel for each other. Much harder to inflict pain than to receive it. And that's all part of this strengthening process, but also the other side, which is looking to that core inner self. Well done.
The Unbreakables' reward is lunch, courtesy of Billy and the Amazon jungle. A main course of black curso, or jungle turkey, and a starter of land turtle soup. But before the Unbreakables tuck in, there's an appetizer of raw turtle liver.
What's it taste like?
Like normal liver.
And as a grisly reminder that the strong prey on the weak, each Unbreakable holds the still beating heart of their slaughtered lunch.
Whoa.
These 8 top athletes believe they're unbreakable. Explorer Benedict Allen has challenged them to prove that boast. His first of 8 grueling tests is the Amazon jungle. And it's already claimed its first victim.
Nathan?
Bodybuilder Nathan has broken and been sent home, leaving the remaining 7 to endure a savage jungle ritual.
This is inflicting pain on people.
The claustrophobic jungle is a challenge in itself, but the Unbreakables can finally escape the cloying prison of its trees with their introduction to the mighty Essequibo River. And it's the water that will provide their evening meal.
You are now going to catch your supper, and your supper is piranhas. These fish will flop about in the canoe, and you might think they're dead. They still have spasmodic reactions. You can find yourself losing a finger or losing a toe.
The Unbreakables must kill their piranha as the Makushi do, and the local tribesmen give them a demonstration.
The position of holding the piranha, and then...
And if you kill it like that, it won't open that jaw again, and you won't lose your finger.
20 species of piranha hunt in the Essequibo. With 2 rows of razor-sharp teeth, some can bite through a steel fishing hook, and their reputation as flesh-stripping killer carnivores is well known. One Unbreakable in particular is extremely uneasy.
Being in a boat on the water, that's not my scene, you know. Like, I don't like water, and I felt unsafe. As soon as I'm in it, I just, like, panic.
At 8.5 stone, Heather's the smallest Unbreakable, so you could say she's the underdog. She might disagree.
I do full contact knockdown fights. Actually winning against men in a full contact fight, I think that pretty much sums me up to be quite tough.
Heather takes on all comers, and the supposedly stronger sex underestimate this all-action bombshell at their peril.
Men, they don't intimidate me at all. I mean, stick me in a ring with any man, I'll take a whack at it.
Martial arts champion, nightclub bouncer, model, Heather knows how to use her appearance to her advantage.
People definitely underestimate me, but it's always the little ones you have to watch out for, right?
But Heather's unbreakable will is about to be severely tested. Not only does she hate water, she now has to crush a piranha skull with her teeth. But it's Carla who lands the first fish. It's the perfect chance to take a psychological lead over her anxious rival, and Carla seizes it with both jaws.
That's it, right the way through.
I heard the crunch.
Ah!
Okay. Is he disabled?
He's dead.
Oh, my little neck.
Each unbreakable goes through the gruesome process of killing their evening meal.
Finger near its teeth. Yeah, decisive.
And after Fraser dispatches a piranha with ruthless efficiency, Heather finally faces her own challenge.
Heather, you're the one in control. You're in control.
Is he not going to bite my mouth?
No, because you're going to go in like that.
Can't do it.
Heather, you can.
Heather, you can do it.
You've got to, otherwise it's going to bite your finger.
Like that.
Put your whole hand round it.
Dead.
Well done.
Good for you.
The biting into it was actually not so bad, you know. I think that was the best part about it. But it was actually the thought of the piranha biting my fingers off that scared me.
The Unbreakables must survive on the fruits of their fishing trip. And for a group as fit as this one, every calorie is essential.
What a meal.
It's just extremely bony. So when you're famished, it can be a little bit frustrating.
It's got to eat it. It's not the face, it's the bones getting everywhere.
Oh, that bit's going to be good.
Tuck him, man.
Yeah, he's
Tuck
good.
him.
But while Heather might have bitten into a live piranha, a cooked one is another story.
Oh, I can't eat fish. This makes me sick.
You just need a little bit of protein, so, and the fish has got natural oils in it as well, so just get it down your neck.
Oh, that's all right. I've got plenty of rice here.
You love that. You not like piranha?
No. You didn't eat much for lunch, though, either.
As the Unbreakables prepare for another sleepless night in the jungle, Heather goes to bed hungry. It's the final day of the Unbreakables challenge, and there's no let-up in the relentless pace.
Water, fluids, check your kit.
Right, I've talked a lot in the last few days about how the forest can kill you. And now I want to talk about how it can keep you alive. This tree here, this palm, has kept me alive for 3 weeks alone in the forest.
Their survival challenge is to find today's food. The edible heart of palm, or jungle cabbage, is found in the top few feet of certain palm trees. It contains carbohydrates, protein and iron. If they succeed, it's the only meal they'll get all day.
I'm going to give you 1 hour to get your asses moving through this forest to find, locate, identify the correct tree that you're looking for. The biggest. Stay right on my tail, let's go! Keep going, come on!
Split into 2 teams, the Unbreakables plough into the jungle in search of the correct tree. Within minutes, Team 1, Fraser, Matt, Carla and Barnaby locate the correct palm.
I'll have to put it.
Right.
Great, Fraser.
Meanwhile, Team 2, Angus, David and Heather are having no luck.
There's one here. Right, it's just a question of finding it. You basically get helped that one.
Guyana's slice of the rainforest contains over 1,000 species of tree. So this is like looking for a needle in a boiling green haystack.
Tell me the clock now.
It's 15 minutes gone.
Okay.
It's going to fall that way.
With their rivals well on the way to felling their palm, at last, Angus, David and Heather locate the right tree. On the other team, ultra-competitive Fraser is a man possessed.
Fraser!
Make sure you check the direction it's going to fall. Everybody's safe, and look if it's going to get hung up.
His determination to lead the way is bordering on dangerous.
If that blade snaps, it's coming your way. Get out of the way.
And this alpha male posturing is niggling one of his teammates.
Right, change over, mate.
Change over.
Sort of got almost like out of control with people just like going crazy with the machete, and like I just stood back and was like, oh no, you know what, I don't want that in my face. Like, if they want to play He-Man, then let them do it.
Oh, you're doing great.
But Fraser's bloody-mindedness is paying dividends, and his team start to plan where their tree will fall.
Push it as well so it goes our way, I reckon.
Fraser's main rival is Angus, who's naturally taken leadership of the opposing team, and they're making good progress by working as a unit.
Yeah, Angus is a great leader, yeah. Yeah, he's fine, he's good luck. I felt that in that particular challenge, he felt that he knew what he was talking about, and so I was happy to follow him.
Just aim and hit in the same spot. It's a good job.
With encouragement from Angus and honed by her martial arts training, Heather's balance and upper body strength are a match for the bigger men.
We've got to accept the fact that they're never going to be as strong as the men, and but we've got to give them enough room to show their skills and show their guts, which they've both got plenty of.
But Carla is conspicuous by her absence. She's big on orders,
Change over. Fraser, let Barney go.
but small on action.
Carla took a real back seat today. She didn't get involved in any of the chopping, which I was a bit disappointed about. Just because she's a girl, get hold of it, get on with it. She can still do it.
Despite a delayed start, Angus, Dave and Heather pull together and are the first to fell a tree, with Heather dishing out the final blow.
Heather, move back. Heather, get out back.
Fraser's team aren't far behind, but a ham-footed approach is a risky tactic. It's doubtful anyone is unbreakable enough to survive 50 feet of toppling jungle palm.
Guys, come on, get it down, get it down.
You! Come on.
Hold on, where are you going with it?
Wait, that way.
The trunk drops straight into the ground. They're back to square one.
This way, I agree.
Come on.
I'll put my feet there, yeah? So it shouldn't...
It was comical, to be honest. I mean, basically what they did, they chopped the tree and just shortened it by 4 foot.
Come on. Oh, you're doing great. Come on, guys.
So it's Angus's team who use their heads, but that's about to change. They just need the top of the palm with its edible heart, but they decide to chop up 50 feet of palm tree and drag the whole trunk back to camp.
Okay, don't worry.
With 15 minutes to go and a potentially starving day ahead, Fraser's team finally chopped through their truncated tree.
So wait.
Oh, shit.
You're joking.
Don't believe it.
I reckon we might be able to...
Or maybe not.
Hang on, guys, plan.
Hang on, wait. It's going to be easy to come this way. This way.
But loaded with their excess baggage, Team 2 are struggling to reach camp before the deadline. If they fail the task, they won't eat today. At last.
Right, let's get the machete up there and chop the top off.
Right.
And they prove smarter than their rivals.
Well,
why are we carrying a bloody tree?
Let's take them with us.
But they're almost out of time and energy. They've finally got what they came for. Back at camp, it's Fraser and the tree shorteners who arrive first.
We're back.
Nice one, guys.
Well done.
Well done, team.
With 2 minutes to the deadline, Angus brings his team home with a 50-foot palm tree. Chief rival Fraser is very happy to see him.
Is that to sit on, Angus? Hey, hold on a minute.
I've got the whole tree.
Look at the whole tree.
After 3 days in the jungle, it's a team challenge that stirs the rivalry between the Unbreakables.
Which is the bigger of the two?
Ours?
Probably ours.
Ours bigger.
These are highly competitive individuals. Don't be fooled by all this camaraderie. They're looking to see who's going to emerge the strongest here. They're used to summing up each other, summing up strengths in competitors, and that's what they're doing, even just at a subconscious level, You can see it now emerging very consciously as well, especially amongst those two women.
Billy's ready with his post-match analysis.
All I'll say then is the proof is in the pudding, OK? It's all about effort, teamwork and, you know, putting 100% in. Look at Angus. I mean, he looks like he's just swam a length. Carla, you look like you've just come off the catwalk, darling.
Thanks.
Proof's in the pudding, that's all I'll say.
When Billy said to Carla, like, you know, you look like you've just come off a catwalk, Liv, I don't think she liked that, because to be honest, I looked at it like I was carrying like half a tree back, you know.
I don't have a problem with stepping back. It doesn't make me feel like I'm rubbish or make me feel like, oh God, why can't I join in or anything like that. I think it's just, you know, it's just one challenge. We've got many more to face.
Keep going, keep going!
After a much-needed boost of calories, they're on the move again.
To be considered unbreakable in the jungle, you've got to be able to master the predators of the jungle.
Benedict splits the Unbreakables into 3 teams, each stationed at relay points along a jungle gully. And it's Matt, Fraser and David who are the first to face an Amazonian anaconda. Anacondas kill by constricting prey. If this predator strays near a village, local tribes must either kill it or carry it to a distant stretch of river, which is exactly what the Unbreakables must do.
Don't make the mistake of thinking, well, this is just a little chap, he's not going to do any harm. This is a predator, that is about 6 foot of muscle. Not venomous, but, well, it will take a great lump out of you.
The 3 teams have to transport the snake to the next stretch of water. First, they're given a crash course from health and safety expert Matthew.
Most important thing is to get your hand as close to the front of the head as possible. And what you want to be doing is having your thumb on the back of the head with your fingers underneath the lower jaw.
Just get him straightened out a bit, please. We're not far. It's all right. No, it's a carrot. We'll get that.
Desperate to cement his macho credentials, it's Fraser yet again who leaps in gung-ho. But it's Matt who contains the snake's head. The rugby giant has taken a back seat until now.
OK, got him.
Good lad, all right, easy.
But he successfully leads his team to the next relay point, where they release the snake for Angus and Barnaby, who've been playing in the mud and have decided to go native.
Benedict, can it bite you if you're holding its head, like underneath in its neck?
If you're securing the head, it can't hold you. It can use its muscles to constrict you.
As the smallest man in the group, Barnaby has plenty to prove as he bravely takes the snake's head.
You got it?
And 200 metres away at the next pool, the boys release the anaconda without incident.
Well done.
Now, Heather and Carla must carry it on the last leg to the river. 5 Unbreakables have survived a brush with an Amazonian predator. Now it's Heather and Carla's turn to carry a wild anaconda to the river.
He's pretty humpy now, isn't he?
Health and safety expert Matthew proves just how dangerous this snake can be.
Oh!
Quick! It's all right.
Please.
An anaconda's backward-facing fangs ratchet strangled prey into its gullet, and those teeth are locked deep into Matthew's flesh.
He has got loads of teeth.
The fangs are prized apart, and after a bloody introduction, Heather and Carla make their approach.
That's it. He hasn't. You got it?
Hold there.
Firm hold. Do not let go, girl.
Heather bravely takes the head, and yet again, Carla's happy to bring up the rear
Nice and steady, nice and steady. All right?
and issue orders.
If the work looks a little less boggy. That's it.
Right in here, yeah?
You manage?
Released into the river, the snake lives to bite another day. And now the Unbreakables are about to follow it into the water.
Come on, then, let's go.
Their challenge is to carry a 600-pound canoe through a treacherous maze of rocks and boulders, something local tribes do every day. Then they must paddle upstream against one of the world's largest rivers.
Come on, then, let's go!
If they can master the current, the Unbreakables must swim back to camp, weighed down by sodden backpacks. The weight of the canoe, the scale of the boulders, and Billy's unique brand of encouragement make passage almost impossible. As Angus and Fraser battle for pole position, lightweight Barnaby is struggling against the powerful current. Their goal is the open water 50 metres away, but they've moved just a few feet.
Fraser, take control, all pull together. 1, 2, 3, go!
With Fraser now in charge, and after 20 minutes of back-breaking labour, at last the canoe is clear.
Watch the branch in the water.
But their trial is just beginning.
Go!
Now they face a cruel slog against the current in 2 canoes. And the current drives them dangerously close to jagged rocks.
Right, paddle!
The Unbreakables spend as much time in the water as in their canoes. Drenched and drained, at last they reach their destination. Unfortunately, Billy's waiting for them.
Get together, get together!
After 2 hours battling the river, they must now swim back downstream. It's a daunting challenge, especially for Heather, who's uncomfortable in the water.
The water was a problem for me. I don't like water anyway. I can't swim, I can't do any of that stuff in water. And I thought, I'm not going to chicken out, I'm not going to make a big drama of it, just get on with it. That's what I'm here for, you know.
Keep going.
Come on, breathe through it, yeah?
Same as before.
The constant threat of Billy
Catch him out! Catch him out!
and an immense team effort drives them forward. At last, they reach their goal, but the Unbreakables are exhausted. It's all they can do to haul one another from the river.
Seven out.
After days of relentless pressure in the Amazon, through water,
Come on!
through heat,
Close it out!
through hell,
Come on, mate.
7 Unbreakables have survived, and the jungle leg of their challenge is over.
Billy, this jungle has proved quite testing for this lot.
Yeah, it has, but not surprisingly. This is Satan's garden. This is where it's at.
So if you were a betting man, Billy, who do you think would be the next person to be broken?
I think the next one to break will probably be Eva. Pretty soon into the next sort of phase, closely followed by Carla, and probably not too far behind Barnaby. So let's see what the future brings.
Every mind has its breaking point. Every body has its limit. These 8 people disagree. They're about to discover if they can survive the ultimate challenge of body, mind, and spirit. To prove themselves truly unbreakable.
You die tonight.
From thousands of applicants, 8 elite athletes emerged from a grueling selection process.
Come on, come on!
To win a place on this unique challenge. A boxer, a skier, a long-distance runner, a martial arts champion, a rugby player, a fitness instructor, a bodybuilder, and an Iron Man. Guiding them will be daredevil explorer Benedict Allen. The original Unbreakable, Benedict has spent his life cheating death, from the Amazon jungle to the punishing furnace of the Gobi Desert.
You need a huge amount of will to be able to keep on going. You've got to believe you are unbreakable.
Over 8 epic weeks, they'll cross 4 continents to pit themselves against the planet's toughest challenges. The Unbreakables will face scorching deserts, freezing ice, hellish jungle.
Pain is glory. Pain is glory.
And steaming swamps crawling with terrifying creatures. They'll face tribes notorious for their bloody rituals.
This is inflicting pain on people.
And savage ferocity.
You've disgraced your brothers. You've lied to them.
They'll endure some of the toughest military training ever devised by man.
Did I ask question? Did I tell you to say something?
They are competing to take everything that's thrown at them or be broken and sent home.
I'm broken.
Unbreakables isn't a contest you win, it's an experience you survive. Their challenge began last week in the Amazon, where Benedict delivered them to a military jungle instructor.
Shut up! I'll do the talking!
And after just one day, bodybuilder Nathan was broken and sent home.
Pain is glory. Pain is glory.
Professional skier Angus and former Ironman Fraser battled to make their mark.
If they want to play He-Man, then let them do it.
Young guns Barnaby and Matt struggled to make an impression.
Let's go! Come on!
Follow.
Fitness instructor Carla and martial arts champion Heather both came close to breaking.
I can't do it.
Fight it!
And sparks flew between them.
She's just an arrogant cow, to be honest.
Ex-boxer Dave shone through as a hard man with a heart of gold.
We've got to accept the fact that they're never going to be as strong as the men, but we've got to give them enough room to show their skills and show their guts, which they've both got plenty of.
Benedict has brought the remaining 7 Unbreakables to the frozen wastelands of Norway. He once spent 3 months sledging across Siberia, so it's an environment he knows well.
We're in the highlands of Norway. I've lived at -40, -50, but it's at these temperatures, from -15 up to above 0, that are the most dangerous of all. Instead of walking across dry, packed snow, you find yourself falling through that snow. Instead of sleeping in dry conditions, you find yourself sleeping in slush. And walking across ice, you suddenly find yourself dropping through into freezing water. And in wet conditions, you get cold 25 times faster than in dry. And that's what you've got to contend with.
In these extreme conditions, the Unbreakables will face one of the toughest military training regimes in the world.
Welcome to the Norwegian School of Winter Warfare. If you can fight and survive here, you can fight and survive anywhere in the world. Let's go to the mountains.
The Unbreakables start with a grueling cross-country ski,
Put your rucksacks in one line.
carrying hefty 25-kilogram packs on their backs. Under the rules of Unbreakables, a competitor will be broken if they refuse to complete a challenge or if they injure themselves and cannot continue. Ex-boxer Dave is fighting against gravity, but he's not the only one who's struggling. Heather injured her ankle in the Amazon, and the weight of her equipment is aggravating the problem.
My ankle's just like hurting so much, you know? I've tried to go on and I can't do it.
Martial arts champion Heather was a victim of school bullying, but her low spirits are a stark contrast to her usual outlook.
If you put a positive attitude on and you believe you can do something, then I think you'll definitely come out on top. If it wasn't for bullies, I wouldn't be where I am today, to be honest.
And it's those very demons that motivate Heather to get back on her feet.
All through my life, people are like, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I'm here to prove I can, you know. I just need a little strap up on my ankle and I'll be fine.
But for now, Heather's ankle looks like the least of her worries.
Now you're going to feel the most pain your body ever felt.
What we're basically going to do with you is to set off explosives of TNT 5 meters away from you. The purpose of this is getting used to explosives so you can behave better in a combat situation.
While the other Unbreakables wait at a safe distance, Fraser, Dave and Matt crouch nervously just 5 meters away from the 3 kilograms of deadly explosives.
Now we have to stay down until I tell you to get up again.
If they stand up, the shockwaves could kill them. Biting down on a stick will prevent them from severing their own tongues. These 7 people claim to be unbreakable. Explorer Benedict Allen has brought them to the icy mountains of Norway to prove it. Guided by survival experts from the Norwegian School of Winter Warfare.
If you can fight and survive here, you can fight and survive anywhere in the world.
He's testing them in one of the harshest environments on Earth. In a challenge designed to test a soldier's nerve under attack, half the group have just been blasted by TNT. The other Unbreakables know it's their turn next.
I actually feel quite scared about this one.
I have no wish to do this. I wish we were doing some sort of physical challenge, not like standing in front of a bomb.
No one's going to get killed. Why are you thinking the worst?
Well, because we're going to stand in front of a bomb. Yes.
Matt, Fraser and Dave have just survived a 3 kilogram blast, but now they face 5 kilograms. Enough to destroy a 2-story building.
All rise.
Dave?
Oh, Benedict.
Talk me through that.
It was the waiting that's the real thing, the anticipation of the bang.
I think you've gone deaf, Dave.
Say again?
They've passed with their sense of humour intact, but those about to be blasted aren't smiling.
Right, you lots, how are you feeling?
I'm scared.
Well, it's good to be afraid sometimes.
Barnaby, Angus, Heather and Carla await the 3 kilogram blast.
Carla, how are you feeling?
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
5 kilos of TNT is the next challenge. So put on your ear protection.
Oh yeah.
Put on your helmet.
Okay.
And get your head down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
So pleased it's done.
It's a huge relief for the Unbreakables to emerge unscathed.
Really horrible.
That's definitely scary. I did feel like crying before the first one, I must admit. I did feel like crying. It sucks you out up here, isn't it? Mentally, definitely.
And there's no let up. It's straight back onto skis for another punishing trek to the next challenge. Bouncer Heather is still suffering ankle pains, and father figure Dave leads the team in rallying round to help her.
Hold up. Relax yourself, relax, okay? And she's going to be 1 foot in front of the other, right with me.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. Okay, just breathe. 1 foot in front of the other, only small steps, just glide them up, okay?
Yeah.
Good girl. Let's get to the top of this hill, come on.
Ex-boxer Dave had many triumphs in the ring, but the proudest achievement under his belt is his 17-year-old daughter, Fiona.
I love being a single dad, it's brilliant. It gives me something to aim for. Just seeing her do well is fantastic. It gives me a massive sense of satisfaction.
But now, the proud dad has another youngster to worry about.
Yeah, I am worried about her. She's suffering with the exhaustion. She's carrying the same weight as all the blokes. She's only a tiny little thing.
Guys, I can't do any more. Just go on, guys, it's alright.
Heather.
Heather, come on, let's go.
I can't, my ankle's really hitting.
You're not quitting just because of a little bit of skiing.
I'm not quitting, I'm just really slow, that's all.
I have a couple of instructors waiting for us in the other end, so come on.
Faced with carrying on or being broken, Heather toughs it out to reach the Unbreakable's next challenge, the ice hole.
You've all been wet, you've all been cold, and now you're going to have the chance of experiencing the two together.
This challenge will test the Unbreakable's ability to survive a fall through the ice into freezing water.
Make sure that you remove the underwear so that you have dry clothes when you come back.
With an air temperature of 0 degrees and a water temperature of just 1 degree above freezing, this icy plunge is one dip they'll never forget.
I think it's going to be really, really awful.
We do this training, the drill, the body, how you react on cold water. Avoid having your head under the water because that increases the chance of having a heart attack at least by 10.
Non-swimmer Heather is afraid of water, so she has more to fear than most.
This is one of the worst days I've done, like being on this like challenge and stuff. The jungle I thought was hard, you know, but this is just something else.
But leaving her concerns with her underwear, she's the first to brave the hole.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm alright, good, let's just do this thing.
Look me in the eyes, you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Breathe steadily.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Off you go, hold on.
Heather must keep her cool as she slides into the icy water. To escape, she must spread her weight and use her ski poles to spike her way out.
No hesitation, straight in, be positive.
Right, my head's gonna go into that water though.
It will not go into the water, be positive.
Right, it, you good.
Grab your poles.
The worst thing she can do is panic. The water is ice cold and is soaking into everything, including the bulky backpack, weighing Heather down and rapidly decreasing her core temperature.
Good girl.
Come on!
Good girl.
Well done.
Gather yourself together.
Cheers!
Oh, I can't believe that.
Job done. Brilliant. Good for you, Heather.
Cheers, guys. It's cold in there, eh?
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great now. That's amazing. Mission completed. Brilliant.
These people train are unbreakable. They should be able to just do these things, but she's sort of teetering on the brink, and this is her biggest phobia, and she pulled it off. So that was pretty good.
After Heather's success, how will her rival Carla measure up? In her haste to escape the hole, fitness instructor Carla forgets her orders and simply drags her way out of the water.
Oh, that's freezing.
Did you forget the drill? Because you were meant to be
Spiking,
and these people know this land, they know the techniques.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, got in and got out, didn't I?
Actually, to train the drill is important.
Yeah.
I think she should do it once more, actually.
No way!
Okay, well done.
Now it's the boys' chance to show they can take the plunge. Musician Barnaby leads the way. Ex-boxer Dave shows no fear. Fraser's a former Ironman and his obsessive determination shines through. Rugby heavyweight Matt is next up. Matt's desperate to outshine Barnaby and Angus, and as a rugby player, he's used to dealing with sudden pain, but this kind of body shock is a whole new ball game.
Very good, actually. Best so far.
Matt has aced the challenge, and now all eyes are on professional skier Angus. So far, 27-year-old Angus has emerged as the strongest contender. He sailed through the jungle challenge, proving he can take the heat. And this icy landscape is a home away from home.
I don't think the competitive side of Unbreakable is really going to be bothering me too much. I've been skiing World Cup now for 3 seasons, so it's not going to be something that's new to me.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
A little bit chilly already, but okay.
Okay.
But after Matt's triumph, the pressure is on. Angus slides in too fast. His head dips under the water, and to cap a disastrous performance, he loses one of his poles.
Sorry.
So how do you think that went?
Oh, it was all right, apart from losing the pole.
You lost the pole, you didn't come out on your stomach.
Yeah.
You didn't spread your weight. And you took in a lot of water there. Your head got half submerged. That shouldn't have happened.
Okay.
Why do you think it happened?
Yeah, why do it so fast when you lose your equipment? Where are your poles? You're going to continue with one pole?
Don't really fancy my chances of getting it.
For sure that pole won't float, so it's on the bottom on the lake.
Freezing cold, the Unbreakables are in for another surprise. At night in the Norwegian army, you don't just make your bed, you make your bedroom.
Okay, Unbreakables, welcome to Grey Mountain. You're now about 1,000 meters above sea level, and up here you're going to spend the night.
Last winter, actually, 2 British civilians died in the Norwegian mountains. They froze to death. You will do the bivouac in limited time, 40 minutes, and after that you will not be allowed to build anything more. And we will take from you the shovel. And then you will stay in your bivouac until we come and get you tomorrow morning.
The Unbreakables get a crash course in building a bivouac snow cave.
Your entrance have to be some centimeters deeper down than the surface of your bed.
But the 40-minute deadline set by the Norwegian army adds yet more pressure.
Perhaps to name names of people who might not do so well on this. It'd probably be the girls. Don't know if they'll have the shovel power as much as the guys, but we'll see. See how they get on their own without being part of a team or having some of the guys to help them out.
And it seems that Heather's success in the ice hole has done nothing to boost her morale.
I can't believe I got to sleep in that. How can that even be comfortable? Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, ice. That's just ridiculous. Well, if the roof falls in, eh? But I'm not happy at all about it, to be honest.
Happy or not, it's time to dig.
Okay, you have 40 minutes from now on.
And the battle of the alpha males begins in earnest as Angus starts digging at super speed. And the younger men are also feeling positive they can dig for victory.
Quietly confident, but we'll see. We haven't got long to do it, so that's the only worry I've got.
I think potentially this is going to be the best night's sleep ever on Unbreakable so far.
But the women aren't as confident as their male counterparts.
I'm almost finished, so whether it's good or not, who gives a damn? Do you know what I'm saying? I just want some bloody food.
Oh, I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest with
you. You know, all that in the cold water, and we get to sleep in a napping ice cube.
I think Heather's had a tough day, so I'd expect she'd probably... I don't know, maybe she's struggling.
Time finished! Come out of your snow caves! Bring your shovels!
I am happy with this little puppy. Great wind protection. This is the sleeping quarters. Foot end, head end, and if you peek in, I've actually left a little lump of snow to act as a pillow. But yeah, I'm quite confident now.
But what will the expert make of the Unbreakables' bivouac building efforts?
This will be like driving a cabriolet. It's open.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If we had minus 20 or minus 30 during the night now, you would freeze to death.
Yeah, that would be nice.
No?
Okay.
Actually, it's a nice way of dying, but not for you. Okay, you have a sleeping space inside, and it's space enough for you.
Yeah.
I think you will do pretty well, okay?
Thank you.
The place where you're going to sleep should be higher than the top of your entrance. Now you will get cold air down to where you are going to sleep.
And how has Matt fared?
Yeah, this is excellent.
Really good.
Best snow cave I've seen, and
wow,
this is just like we would like to make it. So this is excellent.
For rugby player Matt, every victory matters. He once played semi-professional, but was dropped after just a year. He's determined to prove his doubters wrong.
I have got stuff to prove to myself about how tough I am, how hard I can push myself. I'm very tough.
So Matt wins Best Bivouac honours to match his ice hole accolade. But others in the group aren't doing so well.
Heather's been having a really tough time with her ankle. Really struggling. I think the group's has rallied round her fantastically and helped to get her through it, because there's one or two moments when I thought she might not make it today, but she has done. All credit to her, she's been brilliant.
I haven't enjoyed anything at all today, you know. I didn't enjoy the skiing because my ankle was playing up. I didn't enjoy the jumping in that freezing freaking cold water. And I'm not enjoying sleeping in an ice cave, you know.
Heather may think today was hard, but there's worse to come. The 7 remaining Unbreakables are being drilled by the Norwegian School of Winter Warfare in one of the world's toughest environments. After braving the freezing water of the ice hole, they've just spent a sub-zero night in snow caves, and it's clear that part-time model Heather is no Arctic fox.
So, what's up, Heather?
I physically cannot put anything else in my
You
bag.
freeze?
Yeah.
Okay. So, get up and get moving. If you just sit here and freeze, you will die.
Yeah, I know.
Shivering and muddled thinking are classic signs of hypothermia, and Heather certainly doesn't appear to be thinking straight.
Up again. Heather, come on. Get up. Heather, come on. You will not get warm lying there. You will just get more cold lying down there. Okay? Get up.
The Norwegian captain knows that Heather must raise her core temperature through exercise.
She had a mild hypothermia. She was pretty cold, and without any help, she would be here until she got worse, and she would die in the end. Do 10 push-ups on the ground. 1, 2, 3, further down. 4. I think she will do the rest of the challenges during the day, but when we get back to ski marching with a big backpack, she will not be with us anymore. 9, 10. Okay, and we will then walk and run back as fast as you are able to. Okay?
Yeah.
Heather's state of mind and body is a serious concern, but it's time for the Unbreakables to face their next challenge.
So you've experienced some of the natural hazards here, the snow, the wet, the cold, the ice. But let's not forget that the Norwegian School of Winter Warfare is a combat unit. And now you are about to experience one of the cruelest weapons that man has devised: gas.
This timed challenge tests a soldier's ability to withstand a gas attack. Inhaling CS gas causes a suffocating sensation that leads to choking and vomiting. The masked run disorientates them. The sweat they generate will make the gas work more effectively, and they will be breathing more heavily, forcing them to inhale more.
All right, well, welcome into the gas tent. Person starts here, takes the mask off, presents to me with a name, age, where he or she comes from, and then we'll see if we can add some additional questions to it.
Former boy band member Barnaby is first to remove his gas mask.
Mask off, Barnaby. So, is this gas affecting you?
Yes, it is.
How do you feel it?
It really hurts.
What was the presentation?
What was the what?
The presentation.
Barnaby Race 22, London.
Okay. Do you feel it burning down your
Yes,
throat now? And
yes.
your eyes? Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, what's the plan for summer holidays?
I don't give a I want to get out.
You just want to get
Yeah.
out? Okay.
Oh my god.
Why are we laughing? We're about to go through something. That's why you laugh, because it's funny, isn't it?
Barnaby withstands the gas for 32 seconds.
Oh my god. It's not cool at all. It really hurts.
Matt aced the ice hole and last night's bivouac build. Can he deal with choking gas?
Mask off, Matt. Are you feeling this gas affecting you?
Yeah, Matt Taylor, 23, Gloucestershire.
23, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's your favourite soccer team?
Don't care about soccer.
You don't care about soccer, very good.
I'd quite like to go out.
You want to go out? Okay. That's right. Very well.
How are you feeling?
Wow, that wasn't very nice.
Wasn't very nice.
I was burning before it.
Yeah.
I can feel it through.
It's a disappointing performance from Matt. Just 22 seconds. Can Angus hold out longer?
Angus, mask off.
Angus Morrison, Les Mahego, 27 years old.
27 years old.
Yeah.
What's your favourite pastime?
I like skiing.
You like skiing? I hear you're a
Yeah.
ski crosser, aren't you?
Yeah.
What is your favourite soccer team then?
Manchester United.
You're an athlete, so
Can I go
that's okay. You can go out then.
How are you feeling?
It's like breathing in pepper.
At 39 seconds, Angus sets the target to beat.
Woo!
Carla can manage just 20 seconds. Dave, 23 seconds. And Heather, 25 seconds. A decent effort, considering her earlier state of mind.
Ooh, it's not nice in here, eh?
Fraser is last up. As the oldest Unbreakable, he feels he has much to prove.
I'm 44 years old, and I want to put that wisdom and physical shape into action. I won't struggle going up against competitors half my age because I have the right aptitude and fitness level to compete against them.
Can Fraser hold out now and achieve his goal?
Fraser, mask off.
Fraser Harold, formerly from Liverpool, now living in North Wales.
Okay. What's your favourite hobby?
Cycling.
Cycling, very good. I like cycling too. Are you a road cyclist?
I am a road cyclist.
Oh, too bad, because I like mountain biking.
Okay, well, I like mountain biking as well.
Yeah, other sports, are your favourite soccer team?
Liverpool FC.
Oh yeah, Liverpool, because of your hometown.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, have you tried this gas in a riot in Liverpool ever?
I've never tried it at all.
Is it affecting you?
It's affected me in the throat and the eyes.
In the eyes, yeah. I see your eyes, you're crying. How do you feel about soon coming out the fresh air?
I stayed.
You're going to stay in? Oh, you're stubborn. I hear you've been doing some Ironman. You've been to White. You want to go out? Oh, too bad.
Unlike Angus, Fraser pushes himself to the limit and wins the challenge with 59 seconds.
Did you stay longer?
No, that was it then. I was going to burst a hole through the tent.
Did you try and stay as long as you could?
Yes.
Jeez, man, you're crazy, man.
The test is completed and all 7 Unbreakables are still standing. No one has lasted a minute, but can the original Unbreakable, Benedict Allen, show them how it should be done?
Okay, Benedict, mask off. What's your name and your age and your hometown?
My name is Benedict Allen. I'm from Bristol. My age is 48.
You're 48, yeah. And how does a 48-year-old cope with this gas?
Well, not all that well. Feeling it now attacking my throat, beginning to attack my eyes, beginning to burn my throat. It's stopping me talking very easily.
Do you feel the urge of rushing outside to get some fresh air?
Not quite yet, but I'm getting towards that moment.
You're getting towards it, yeah. Does it remind you of anything similar? Have you ever experienced anything that reminds you of this?
When I've been drowning, and my canoe has capsized, I've been fighting for breath. Starting to feel that now.
1 minute, 8 seconds.
1 minute, 8 seconds. You're doing quite well there, Benedict.
Thank you very much.
Well, you should wander about in the tent and see how it looks.
Well, I'm quite happy actually.
You're quite happy standing where you are.
Standing where I am, I'm quite aware of this gas being all around me, trying to sort of get me.
You're doing well. You're doing well above the average. You think I should fire out another pill?
I don't think you should.
You don't think I should?
I think it's quite enough yet.
Well, you see, the gas is...
That's a bit unfair, you're waffling it.
Is it unfair? Do you feel it is stronger when I wave it at you?
It is.
It is, okay.
Benedict shows immense resolve and smashes the 3-minute mark.
Thanks for coming camping with me.
Well, it's been great. We're going to have to do it again one day in less foggy conditions. I'll make a smart, orderly exit like an Englishman.
Yeah, you're...
Okay, thanks a lot.
Well, thanks a lot for popping in.
With an amazing 3 minutes, 12 seconds, 48-year-old Benedict has beaten the gas masks of the others.
Well done. You've been there for ages.
Yeah, well, I was trying to bore him. I thought he'd end the experiment, you know. I'm never going to go rioting again.
The Unbreakable's next challenge lies even higher in the bleak Norwegian mountains.
I'm now going to take you to an area where you're going to spend the night. It's about 2 hours until it's dark, and within that time we're going to get up there.
They face a 5-kilometre slog on their cross-country skis, weighed down by 25 kilograms of kit. A soldier's survival depends on everyone keeping together for the safety of the unit. If the Unbreakables fail to reach camp before dark, they will be broken.
This landscape is bleak. You could get lost out here and not know where you are. You wouldn't have a clue. It all looks the same.
The worst thing that can happen is, not having any shelter, no snow cave, no tree, just the snow and sleeping on a rock or something, It's not really cosy, eh?
We'd die if we did that.
We would, yeah.
Yeah, we'd die.
Not happy, eh?
Okay, all ready? Let's go.
As the sun gets ever lower behind the thick grey clouds, the Unbreakables must keep the pace up to have any chance of reaching camp before dark. But within minutes of setting off, Heather's struggling to keep up.
I can't just leave you here, Speed up.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you just have to, if not this will be a terrible night. I think we probably skied for about 15 minutes. There's 1 hour and 45 minutes to go. Just keep up and follow me.
Rather than supporting Heather, the ultra-competitive Unbreakables are single-mindedly focused on their goal.
What do you think about Heather? What shall we do?
I think we need to hold the pace that you said we should. And if she can keep up, she can keep up. And if not, she's out the game.
As stubborn as a mule, Heather refuses to surrender.
What's your plan?
I ain't got a plan. I'm not moaning. I'm not saying I can't do it. I'm just saying I'm a little bit slower than the rest. I'm still going.
My pace is the 2-hour pace. Your pace is probably used the rest of the night to get up there.
Yeah, but I've got like my ankle's playing up, and I'm not using that as an excuse. That is literally.
I know you're not using it as an excuse, but are you going to get up there within 1.5 hours?
No, I'm probably not, but I'm trying.
Okay, let's go. Follow me.
Despite Captain Bjorn's warning, Heather falls behind again.
Heather, it is just totally impossible for me to just leave you here.
I can camp out here. I don't give a damn.
You don't give a damn?
No, I don't give a damn. I'll camp out here.
You think I did give a damn?
Isn't it my choice, though? Isn't it my opinion? Like, if I can't keep...
My job is to get a military unit from A to B.
Yeah, sure, I appreciate
And now you're my military unit.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm going to get you up there within 2 hours, but then you have to keep up the pace.
But I've been trying and trying. Oh, yesterday I tried and tried, even though my ankle was...
But it's not good enough.
So what are you saying then?
What I'm saying?
Good enough. Then what?
I say you're broken.
I'm not broken, because
I think you're broken.
I'm still going. How can I be broken?
Just keep up your pace, and we'll see how long it will take until you're broken.
Heather's determination to continue with the challenge is starting to cause friction between the group.
Guys, Heather stopped. She's sitting down.
Maybe she just needs 10 minutes and she'll come bouncing back like she does.
I think she's broken.
You think she's broken?
The only one that can say she's broken is her, the doctor, or Benedict. Until that happens.
What are you trying to say, man? Do you want to all of us out here freezing?
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to change the rules of the game?
No, I'm not. But
then it's down to her, isn't it?
It's up to her, but at the end of the day, we're still waiting on her, mate.
So what you want to do? Just leave her?
She'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think for us, now we need to just press on so that we can sleep.
No, she's going to be safe. We all know that.
She's going to be absolutely
will not
fine.
be safe. Because none of us are going to be falling.
We're going to wake up halfway through the night wishing that we pressed on
and
that we're not wet and freezing.
I'm not trying to stake a claim, man. I'm just saying we need to.
No, that's fair enough. Let's move on then.
Ex-boxer Dave has been championing Heather since day one, but now faced with the choice of leaving her or failing to meet his goal, he's forced to move on. As Heather is refusing to budge, Benedict confronts her.
I don't understand why you're not keeping going anyway. Why are you sitting here on a rock?
Oh, because he said I couldn't keep up, and I said I was trying and trying, so he's shouting at me saying it's not good enough. So then, like, I was
You've made
trying
an
to keep
amazing
up.
claim, and that is that you are unbreakable. So now's the time to put it into action. Really just going to have to.
If Heather fails to reach camp before dark, she will be broken. Night is now rapidly falling, so the rest of the group carry on as the weather closes in around them.
The conditions are real bad because it's warming up, so the snow's not solid, so just sinking straight through it. It's really tiring, really energy consuming. But we've got to crack on before it gets dark.
No, Heather couldn't have made it through this. No way. No way. I'm struggling.
These 7 people claim to be unbreakable, so intrepid explorer Benedict Allen has brought them to the Arctic landscape of Norway to prove it. Racing the setting sun, the Unbreakables are on the ski trek from hell, and it looks like injured Heather doesn't stand a snowball's chance of making it.
Surely this time she's decided for herself she is broken.
Let's be realistic, I'm not going to make my way up there now. I mean, you know, they're miles ahead.
I mean, are you saying that you can't make it?
Basically, I am broken because I can't make my way up there now with how far ahead they are and there's no tracks. So it's an unrealistic goal, to be honest, so guess I'm broken, eh?
Heather has shown gritty resolve throughout her Unbreakables journey, overcoming her fear of water and coming back fighting when it looked like it was all over. But now, it's the end of the line. As night falls, the remaining Unbreakables make a final push to camp, and as they dig in for the night, their thoughts are with broken Heather.
She's overcome so many phobias and challenges and really pushed herself to the limit. You know, her heart was still willing, but if the body's not, there's nothing you can do.
I don't personally think she did have an injury. I think she's just out of her depth, physically.
6:30 a.m. and Bjorn is after another victim.
Okay, everyone. Now to the final Norwegian challenge. This is going to be an individual contest, man to man. I broke one yesterday. Hopefully I can break one more today.
The Unbreakables have 4.5 hours to complete a grueling cross-country trek. Anyone who doesn't make the deadline will be broken.
Good luck. Set, go.
Lugging 25 kilos of rifle and backpack over deep, soft snow, even the fastest skier moves at only half the pace of walking speed. While the others get ahead, Dave pairs up with Carla.
Me and Dave decided to kind of stick together, really. Not worried about getting there first.
The challenge for me was just to complete it, to be honest with you.
As Carla and Dave lag behind, up front, the race is taking shape, and professional skier Angus is only interested in one result.
No one wants to come last out the guys, or maybe even behind Carla or whatever.
Rivals Barnaby and Matt are trailing. They're almost the same age, and there's an intense battle developing between them.
Matt's quite close by me. I can always hear his skis.
I keep seeing little hints of Barney in front of me, which is quite good, so it's keeping me going.
Back in 4th place is the oldest member of the group, 44-year-old Fraser.
It's quite easy to get confused here. I've gone off track twice already. Hopefully it won't happen the third time.
Carla and Dave are still way behind, and at this pace, the clock is against them.
Yeah, looks like a black room. Oh my God.
Words can't describe how tough it is out here. I'm never coming back to Norway again, I hate it. I don't care that I'm coming last. You know, at the end of the day, now that Heather's gone out of the group, I'm the slower one.
But for the race leader, the finishing line is in sight. Angus finishes with an impressive time of 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Much harder than what I thought.
That's the end of your Norway challenge. You've made it.
Yes.
Half an hour later, Barnaby beats Matt and takes the silver.
I just didn't want to come any less than second.
With a respectable 3 hours and 20 minutes, Matt comes in third.
Thank for that.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Benedict. Appreciate that.
Fraser takes fourth.
Do you think you could have done better?
No. Put 100% into that.
Finally, with just 7 minutes to spare, Carla and Dave reach the finish line.
And that completes your Norway challenge.
After a grueling series of military challenges in the Norwegian mountains, through explosions, ice, gas and snow, 6 Unbreakables have survived and the Arctic leg of their challenge is over.
Bjorn, who were you least impressed with?
Except for Heather, I think Dave. To be honest, I think he might be the next one to be broken. And from an officer's point of view, I will definitely say Angus did best.
I find it very difficult to think of an environment where Angus would be the bottom of the pack.
Yeah, I agree.
Nonetheless, maybe we'll come up with something to push him a bit harder.
Every mind has its breaking point. Every body has its limit. These 8 people disagree. They're about to discover if they can survive the ultimate challenge of body, mind and spirit to prove themselves truly unbreakable.
You die tonight.
From thousands of applicants, 8 elite athletes emerged from a grueling selection process.
Come on.
To win a place on this unique challenge. A boxer, a skier, a long-distance runner, a martial arts champion, a rugby player, a fitness instructor, a bodybuilder, and an Ironman. Guiding them will be daredevil explorer Benedict Allen. The original Unbreakable, Benedict has spent his life cheating death, from the Amazon jungle to the punishing furnace of the Gobi Desert.
You need a huge amount of will to be able to keep on going. You've got to believe you are unbreakable.
Over 8 epic weeks, they will cross 4 continents to pit themselves against the planet's toughest challenges. The Unbreakables' journey started in the sweltering jungle of Guyana, where heat and exhaustion claimed the first Unbreakable.
Pain is glory. Pain is glory.
Another one broke at the hands of the Norwegian School of Winter Warfare.
Hey, say you're broken.
Ahead of the remaining Unbreakables lie even tougher environments, where they will face tribal rituals.
You've disgraced your brothers. You've lied to them.
And some of the hardest military regimes and training programs ever devised by man.
Did I ask questions? Did I tell you to say something?
They are competing to take everything that is thrown at them or be broken and sent home.
I'm broken.
Unbreakables isn't a contest you win, it's an experience you survive.
Yeah!
The Unbreakables have come on an incredible journey, and it's hardly even begun. Pro skier Angus and distance runner Barnaby have been hounding each other all the way for top dog status.
I'm going to go for it. I'm going to give it my all.
No one wants to come last out of the guys.
They saw off bodybuilder Nathan in the Guyanan jungle,
Nathan.
but they still face stiff competition from Ironman Fraser and rugby player Matt.
Very good, actually. Best so far.
Tough but tender ex-boxer Dave has shown compassion for stragglers.
And she's going to be 1 foot in front of you, right with me. Okay?
But not enough to save martial arts champion Heather, who was broken by cold and exhaustion.
So what are you saying now?
I say you're broken.
Portsmouth Harbour Royal Navy Base, strictly off limits to civilians. Here, raw recruits are moulded into the men and women who make the British fleet one of the most feared and respected sea powers in the world. Benedict's brought the 6 remaining Unbreakables here to be immersed in 4 days of rigorous Navy training.
You haven't been broken by the heat or humidity of the jungle, not by the ice, the cold of Norway. But now you're going to face the least hospitable environment for man, the sea. The best preparation in the world for the cruelties of the ocean are provided by the Royal Navy. Over the next few days, they are going to put you through the toughest challenges their training has to offer.
They don't know it yet, but the Unbreakables will have to learn how to survive a direct hit by enemy attack. How to escape from a crashed helicopter. And they'll have to battle through the Navy's toughest assault courses. Whether they are completing an individual challenge or working together as a team, the Unbreakables will be constantly pushed to the limits of their endurance. If they fail to meet the Navy's stringent standards, they will be broken and sent home. Benedict has asked Navy PT instructor Rob Hallam to make sure they don't get a moment's rest.
You've got precisely 10 minutes to get yourself down to the mess deck and get yourselves into your number 4s. Away we go, quick as you can.
For the next 4 days, the Unbreakables will have to endure the cramped living conditions on board HMS Bristol.
I'm on top.
But for Carla, there's a bigger worry. As the last remaining woman in the group, she could end up being cut adrift.
I've got the whole place to myself.
Yep.
I'm going to quite miss the boys, I think.
Come on, folks, you've got to remember, if we're at war, OK, we've got enemy aircraft incoming, action station's alarm goes off, you need to be ready at a moment's notice. And this is not good enough. Let's go! Jog on!
Today, they have to pass the grueling selection process of the elite Navy Defence Diving School. The first challenge is a high platform jump. Higher than a 4th-storey window, it's designed to weed out those too afraid to leap from the deck of a warship. The jump is followed by a swim across the lake and then a foot race in a heavy and uncomfortable dry suit.
Fins on your right arm, ready to go.
For Carla, this task represents a huge challenge. Women are excluded from joining this section of the Navy. But Carla's biggest obstacle is her lifelong fear of being submerged underwater.
I actually fell into a swimming pool a couple of times when I was young. And I've just got this real fear of deep water.
And that fear could be about to break her.
Oh, shit.
6 of Britain's toughest people claim to be unbreakable. Explorer Benedict Allen has brought them to Portsmouth to test them in the Royal Navy's training challenges. At the top of a high platform, Carla is afraid to jump and could be about to break.
I don't think I can do it, I'm scared.
OK, just edge yourself to the forward slightly forward, that's it. Feel the edge.
Can you get someone to go in front of me? Sorry. I'm sorry.
So 21-year-old Barnaby is the first to take the plunge.
Keep looking ahead.
OK.
OK.
Adrenaline junkie Angus is hot on his heels. With the weakest gone, the competition is fierce as the men race to be first across the lake, leaving Carla high and dry.
I'm having a complete panic attack.
This is the most fun part.
It's not fun.
Despite Angus's determined attempt to keep up with Barnaby, it's his younger rival who reaches the shore and is first into the run. Cross-country champion Barnaby has power in his legs and in his lungs. He's a trainee opera singer, and he wants to prove he's as tough as he's tuneful.
I think toughness comes in different forms. I think that if you believe you can do anything, you can do it, and I certainly believe that I can compete with the rest of the guys out there. Fingers crossed.
Barnaby's certainly got something to sing about now. He's still ahead of his closest rival, Angus. Matt and Fraser are still in the race. But Dave looks out of his depth.
No, I think there's something wrong with my technique.
I don't seem to be as fast as everybody else. It's a bit disappointing.
Barnaby and Angus enter the home straight, still battling for the lead.
Wait, first, come on, all the way. Okay, just steady there, old Joe. Stand this way. Stand up straight, let's go. Stand up
Barnaby has beaten Angus into second place,
straight. Work, fellas, good effort, good effort.
with Matt and Fraser not far behind.
Yeah, it's not hard work, that one, actually. Pushed hard till the end, so did all right, you know. Did all right.
The boys have all passed this challenge,
Well done, Dave.
but time's running out for Carla.
I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm beside myself.
Okay, Carla, I have to tell you, if you don't do this, you will be broken.
Stop thinking too much.
Anyway, go on! Can't believe it. This is so easy for her to do.
Step off, girl, just step off. 1 second in time.
Do you want me to push you?
Carla's dug herself into a hole now. She's got really, really frightened of going into the water. She needs to beat this.
In the jungle, single dad Dave showed his paternal side and was highly protective of the women.
We've got to accept the fact that they're never going to be as strong as the men, but we've got to give them enough room to show their skills and show their guts, which they've both got plenty of.
But Barnaby sees his fellow Unbreakables as competitors. In Norway, he was happy to leave Heather out in the cold.
She'll be fine. Yeah. I think for us, now we need to just press on so that we can sleep. The only thing she needs to do is just make sure she jumps in the water. It's fine, you just have to paddle. She just needs to jump.
Keep walking, keep walking.
Oh, don't do it!
Okay.
It's jump or break for Carla.
Oh, yes, you are.
As a fitness instructor, she prides herself on taking her body to the edge.
I like to be out of my comfort zone. I like to face new challenges and new situations that frighten me, but equally challenge me at the same time to be out of my comfort zone.
Carla's certainly out of her comfort zone up on the high platform, but can she make this leap into the unknown?
That's it. Look ahead and step off.
Carla finally finds the courage to jump. Now she needs to swim across the lake and complete the rest of the course.
This is terrible.
Sorry, folks. No, you did it.
That's the scariest thing I've done.
But this was just a warm-up for what's to come.
Hey! Forward, let's go.
Portsmouth Harbour at low tide. A stinking mire of mud and water, a 1,000-metre wide man trap that can suck a person down to their death if they take the wrong step. No wonder the Royal Navy think it's the ideal terrain for the next phase of diver training. The Unbreakable's objective is to work as a team, to get everybody across to the castle on the other side of the bay.
Your mission is to cross the mud to a casualty on the far side. Once the complete team are at the casualty, you are then to move the casualty up into a safe area awaiting evacuation. The mud is deep, it'll be up to your waist, okay? The water is fast flowing. So focus in and best of luck.
This is for real. See the target, focus on where you're going, and go!
Navy clearance divers must be able to rescue injured seamen and defuse mines in conditions like these. Being fit enough can mean the difference between life and death.
Come on, fellas, spread that weight.
Benedict completed a solo crossing of the entire Amazon basin, so he knows about mud.
This is going to be very tough. It's somewhere that sucks you right in. It doesn't feel like a passive place at all. It feels actively trying to do you in. So it's going to be a struggle.
Angus lost out to Barnaby in the last challenge. As a pro skier and Olympic hopeful, Angus hates settling for second place.
Every athlete's got something to prove. Even if he's at the top of his game, he's going to want to keep proving that he's the best. You know, if the new guy comes along very quickly and knocks you off the top spot, it's just a question of picking yourself up. That's what keeps you going day to day.
Angus's training regime means he's got powerful lower body strength, but his technique means he's in danger of burning his energy reserves too quickly.
Ideally, they would get right down and skate, perhaps, over the surface with their hands. That's one technique, but Angus is ignoring that. It looks like all the others are dropping down onto their hands and knees.
A whole 3 stone lighter than Angus, Barnaby's practically skating over the quagmire.
Keep working. Come on, keep on going on the mud.
But Angus's sheer brute strength still beats Barnaby to the casualty.
You've got to wait for the others.
But they've ignored instructions to wait for the rest of the team, and Carla has been cut adrift.
Keep it going.
At this stage, you want the others to muck in and help her. They're not. They've left her behind, and they were told this is a team effort. They're all in it together. They know that Carla's the weakest here, and we haven't seen that support.
But it's not just Carla who's stuck in the mud.
Come on, that's it. Keep it going.
Once again, 41-year-old Dave is low on stamina, and he falls to the back of the pack.
Come on, Dave. Yes, you can. Keep yourself going. Keep your legs moving.
Let's try to stay back a bit now.
Put in now. Right, where's the rest of the team? You're missing somebody, aren't you?
They're there.
All 6 have completed the challenge, but Chief Diver John Ravenhall isn't happy that the Unbreakables disobeyed their orders to work as a team.
Deep breathing.
Come on, guys, this lady was left out. You need to get her right involved right to the end.
That has real operational relevance for a Royal Navy clearance diver.
Angus has maintained his status as a leading contender, but this mud run has taken its toll.
It's pretty tough work, bloody tough work in fact. I got a pretty good start and then Barnaby kind of cut up. He had a good little technique sliding across the mud.
Yeah, it was hard work actually. Good fun though.
Although Barnaby came in second, he took to the mud like a duck to water.
I have been quite competitive today, I guess. But I think that the challenge has been quite suited to me, actually. So I've been quite lucky, I think.
Back at HMS Bristol, it seems Barnaby's success has come at a price.
Terrible chafing in my legs.
Wear some tight boxes that aren't going to ride up so they can rub against the boxes and not your legs.
Yeah.
It's 6 a.m.
Come on, Unbreakables, time to get up.
And PT instructor Rob Hallam calls for all hands on deck.
Want some Vaseline, some please?
Their next experience is one of the most terrifying scenarios any sailor can face.
The greatest fear of any mariner is to end up trapped inside a sinking ship. And how much more terrifying if, at the same time, you're under enemy fire. Those are the exact conditions we're going to replicate today, and that you are going to have to get under control and avoid ending up in that watery grave.
The Damage Repair Instructional Unit is a realistic replica of a warship under attack. It's designed to simulate the hellish conditions below deck as a ship starts to sink under enemy fire. Powerful hydraulics add to the nauseating motion by pitching and tossing would-be sailors around the claustrophobic lower decks as they rapidly fill with seawater. For waterphobic Carla, it's nothing short of torture.
I think I've got a massive disadvantage because I'm the smallest person and the water level's going to be up to my forehead. I do feel a bit nervous about it.
The enemy attack begins. Water gushes through simulated blast holes at 2 cubic tons per minute. The Unbreakables must race to stop the gushing torrents by hammering wooden wedges into the blast holes before the water level rises above their heads. As the simulated battleship lists wildly, Barnaby, Matt and Dave battle at 120 pounds per square inch of water pressure to hammer the wooden wedges home. The water level continues to rise as Angus and Fraser try desperately to plug a hole below the waterline. At 5 foot 2 inches, Carla's only concern is keeping her head above water. As soon as one set of holes is plugged, there's more damage to contain. And to make matters worse, they now have to work under emergency lighting. As the constant barrage of cold water saps their stamina, 16-stone rugby player Matt seizes the chance to prove himself as the Unbreakable strongman. With the water getting higher and higher, the Unbreakables are running out of time to find the final leak. They've now spent 40 minutes withstanding the freezing temperatures, a rolling ship and rising waters.
Good team effort.
They've finally contained the flood and saved their ship from sinking. All 6 are sodden, exhausted, but still unbroken.
Pressure of the water coming out of the holes just makes everything twice as hard. The first one I was doing, I was trying to hold Dave and Barney up, and I was just getting facefuls of water, look up, eyes going in, and... Oh. That was awful. I don't think Barney enjoyed it. Not at all.
But there's more to come, and it's too late to jump ship. The 6 remaining Unbreakables are experiencing the Royal Navy's most punishing training programs. They faced a grueling mud run and a chilling enemy attack on a warship. Barnaby and Angus are leading the battle of the boys.
Wait, first, come on, all the way in. Okay, just steady there, old
But Carla, the only remaining woman, has been on the brink of breaking.
I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm beside myself.
I have to tell you, if you don't do this, you will be broken.
Day 3 of Navy Week. The Unbreakables are physically and mentally exhausted, but someone's forgotten to tell the PT instructors.
Come on then, let's go, quick as you can, pour yourselves in on the blue lane.
By way of a warm-up routine, they're putting the Unbreakables through the Navy's notorious Strength 3 circuit training.
Exercise. That's it, knees to toe, let's work out Big D. Keep it going, come on in, keep it going. Pump the arms, pull the legs, Bill press is next. Next, exercise. Go. And check.
The Unbreakables are flat out on their backs, but they've survived.
Try and bring your heart rate back down.
This workout is just a taste of what's in store for them today. The Unbreakables must now face the training exercise every Royal Navy recruit dreads. The Dunker is used to train aircrew to escape from a helicopter crash into water. The key to survival is to overcome the extreme disorientation caused by being plunged into dark, cold water, to remain calm and find an escape route.
They're going to have to find something very, very strong in themselves, because this is going to be frightening. They're going to have to fight off all their inner anxieties and lift themselves to a calm place mentally. And it's only with calmness that you can get through this.
Escaping from the Dunker means using underwater breathing apparatus, and the Unbreakables must pass the Navy's strict medical criteria. After reviewing their case histories with Chief Instructor James Walker, medic Dr. Fee Ramsden has some devastating news for two of the Unbreakables.
Unfortunately, Angus, you failed your lung function tests, which automatically excludes you from doing certain challenges with the Navy, one of which is this. And Fraser as well, based on your statement of health where you declared your acute asthma. That statement alone excluded you from certain challenges.
Due to pre-existing medical conditions, Fraser and Angus must sit out this challenge. But under Unbreakable's rules, they won't be disqualified from the competition.
Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Underwater Escape Training Unit, more affectionately known as the Dunker for obvious reasons.
For super fit men like Ironman Fraser and pro skier Angus, it's hard to accept the Navy's stringent rules.
You know, I can swim 50 metres underwater on demand if you want, you know. So then to come here and... I wouldn't say that, but, you know, I think there's a lot people that are a lot less capable than me doing the tests, so...
Yeah, we're comfortable in the water.
Yeah.
There's others who aren't comfortable in the water.
How will it feel as an athlete to not be taking part, to be watching instead?
I don't really plan to watch too much. I don't really like watching, so I might go and find a river to swim in or something, I don't know.
When they see what's in store, the rest of the Unbreakables might wish they were joining Angus and Fraser on the sidelines. After a hellish 2 days for Carla, she now has to show the instructors she can keep calm underwater before they allow her on the Dunker. But she's making panicky mistakes almost as soon as she enters the pool.
Keep hold. Right.
Try to breathe out.
I'm talking. You did everything wrong. You didn't wait. You're doing your own thing down there. Switch on, remember what I've just told you. You carry out the driller's brief and not otherwise. Okay, here we go then. 3, 2, 1.
This is an absolute nightmare for me, complete nightmare. You know, the water for me isn't my strong point. I do have a fear of it, so this is a complete worst case scenario for me.
If I had to put money on it, it could go either way, I think, for Carla, this one. But I think physically she's not up to scratch.
Stand by. 3, 2, 1, go.
It's a 3-stage challenge, and the Unbreakables must get through each one.
3, 2, 1.
The shallow water trainer is a chance to practice escaping from a helicopter seat in an unconfined environment. First up is Dave.
3, 2, 1.
He also has to master the use of a short-term air supply system, or STAS, which will give him a few more precious seconds to find his way to the surface. Dave passes first time. With Angus and Fraser out of the picture, all the boys are keen to pass this challenge with flying colours. Now it's Carla's turn, and spectators Angus and Fraser don't fancy her chances.
I think everyone will be fine apart from Carla. Carla's struggling already.
3, 2, 1.
If her fear of being submerged gets the better of her, she won't be allowed to do the Dunker, and she will be broken.
She can't get to grips with regulating the breathing when she's upside down. It's a funny situation to be in. But she needs to get a grip of it.
I'm really struggling, yeah.
There is going to be a decision that they will make sooner or later about whether you can continue.
I know, I understand that.
All eyes are on Carla as she tries once again.
Oh, let me just think about this. So basically, as soon as we get there.
This is Carla's last chance.
3, 2, 1.
And escape.
Success at last.
Well done.
All the Unbreakables have passed part 1 of the challenge. Now it's time for the second phase, their first taste of the Dunker. A Lynx helicopter sinks at 3 meters a second. So for this test, Barnaby and David will have just 10 seconds to find their way to the surface. After struggling in the sinking warship simulator, Barnaby's nerve is about to be severely tested.
Ready with the module. Run 5. Brace, brace, brace. Nice back position to protect yourselves. Stand by. Orientate.
In the confusion, Barnaby's forgotten to orientate himself and identify his escape route.
As soon as it hit the water, I literally swam down to the floor and was like holding the grate trying to get out. You don't know where you are, not at all.
Listen to the drill, listen carefully to the drill. Understand the drill. The drill is what's going to achieve your escape. If you don't pay attention and listen to the drill, then this sort of thing's going to happen.
And things are about to get even more difficult as the third and worst phase of the challenge begins. The capsize drill. As the helicopter enters the water, it will rotate 180 degrees, making the exit procedure even more disorientating. Remaining calm whilst deploying the SAS, unbuckling from the seat and finding the exit is crucial. Barnaby and Dave are relieved to survive the Dunker unscathed.
You've done it, lads. Well done. Gonna have a shower. Well-earned shower. Excellent. You're welcome. Good luck with the rest of the thing, mate.
Well, you keep saying you're going to break me. You know, I'm still here.
Now it's Matt and Carla's turn. It's vital Carla remembers to deploy the SAS and control her breathing before beginning the exit routine.
2, 1, impact, orientate!
In the confusion of the cold water, she unbuckles her harness before she's sorted out her air supply.
When you're panicking, your first instant reaction is you just want to grab the air and you want to just unbuckle yourself and get out as quickly as possible.
In her desperate rush to escape, Carla gets confused and has to be pushed towards the exit.
You all right? Just got to not panic. Come on, keep it going.
I just need a moment.
You'll be okay, Carla. Just believe in yourself. You can do this.
So Carla must get the capsize drill right. If she doesn't follow the correct procedure this time, the instructors will have no hesitation in failing her and she will be broken. Following the drill perfectly, Carla escapes the sinking Dunker.
Well done, Carla. You've got through it. Well done.
Well done. It takes a lot of achievement to get through it, so congratulations. I shall sign your certificate.
I did have a flash of going, is this it? This is, you know, where the challenge ends for me. So I'm really pleased I'm still in. Definitely pleased I'm still in.
Carla surprised Angus and Fraser by surviving the challenge.
She certainly stepped up to the plate and she's got everyone's respect for going through what she went through. You've got to take your hat off to her.
Good effort, mate.
Carla. I knew she was going to struggle, obviously because of her phobia of water, but she's proved me wrong. And what can I say? Well, you know, that's a fantastic credit to her.
She can still call herself unbreakable because she is getting through these tasks, whether it be by the skin of her teeth or not.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. Welcome to another day in paradise in the Royal Navy.
It's the last phase of the Unbreakable's Royal Navy Challenge.
Wakey, rise and shine. Come on, you've got 5 minutes to get yourself up top, ready for a circuit. Come on, girl. Let's go out of bed.
Lights, lights, lights.
So far this week, no one has broken. But that could all be about to change. The Royal Navy Leadership Academy is where the Navy trains senior rates. The training is hard, and passing it requires not only incredible physical endurance, but also outstanding leadership skills.
The Royal Navy is always on the lookout for those who are willing and able to take command. Your next challenge is going to sort out which of you are leaders and which of you are the led.
The infamous Cliff and Chasm Assault Course is one of the most demanding in the British military.
Stand by. Go!
The challenge is to disassemble, carry and reassemble a 1,250-pound field gun over the high walls, scramble nets and rope bridges in under 14 minutes. Forced to sit out the dunker, Angus and Fraser are desperate to put in a strong performance. In the jungle, they were the first to make their mark in the competition.
Come here, shot here, fell in that direction.
But in Norway, pro skier Angus froze when he should have been in his element.
You didn't come out on your stomach.
Yeah.
You didn't spread your weight.
And Ironman Fraser looked less than invincible. Now's their chance to show their full potential.
Fraser! Carol's coming up.
Yeah, Carla!
Right, Fraser, like a wristwatch. Up as soon as you can, mate.
Fraser's trying his best to lead from the front.
1, 2, 3! 1, 2, 3!
Right. What are we doing with this? Do we need this?
Yes, this is
it's
what
got to
she's
coil
holding
to the
down.
barrel so she can pull it down.
But with chaos threatening to break out, fellow veteran Dave decides to call the shots.
Take the one in. Go, 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 go!
Whoa, Barney, whoa! What are you doing?
I think I'm probably a kind of leader without being too forceful. I don't want to force people into doing things that they don't want to do. However, if I can see an opportunity that requires group activity or requires us all to work together, I'm very capable of coordinating that. Barney, you'll keep back up!
But not everyone's happy with Dave's leadership style. There's mutiny in the ranks.
I think Dave is very vocal because that's the sort of training he's done as a boxer. In my opinion, shouting and screaming doesn't really work.
You've got people like Dave who likes to give encouragement,
Biggest at the back, Fraser, tallest at the back.
but if you've got someone shouting in your ear, it can put you off and annoy you a little bit.
Let's just time it.
Up! Let's go!
But Dave's motivational methods are getting results, and once the Unbreakables have got the gun across the aerial runway, they're on the home straight. Angus's reserves of pent-up energy means that he's still going strong, while others are flagging.
No, rope in first.
In this side, in this side, in this side.
Go on, let's go! Come on!
Go, because drive on.
Away we go!
The Unbreakables are desperate to beat the Royal Marines' 14-minute time limit.
Good work, guys.
That was a top team like
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done, Paul.
Your running time was 13:01. That's a decent time. That's our course.
Well done, guys.
They've passed this punishing test of physical fitness. The Unbreakables have proved their ability to work as a team. Now they will race each other over an assault course at the Royal Navy Leadership School.
Okay, Unbreakables.
For frontrunners Angus and Barnaby, it's a chance to prove who's top dog at the end of Navy Week. But Petty Officer Walsh has got a surprise in store to make the course even more challenging.
This is now going to be an individual challenge against each other. Going around the obstacle course, carrying this. Stand by. Go!
Anyone who fails to get the 20-kilo barrel through the course in under 12 minutes will be broken.
Come keep going. That's it.
Next off, in the staggered start, is fitness instructor Carla.
That's it, keep going, keep it going.
This is Matt's last chance in Navy Week to overtake Angus and Barnaby.
Get out now, get out.
They're definitely the two to compete with in this game. They're the men to beat, so setting my sights on them.
But these two aren't in the mood to give up their front-runner status.
Let's go, Mickey. I go. Let's go. All the way out. Oh, that's it, over. Get in there, mate. Get in there. Don't waste time.
But Dave's not about to give up the fight.
Wasting time now, come on. Keep pushing, Dave.
Dave's finished in 9 minutes 11 seconds, well inside the 12-minute time limit.
Walk in the park.
Carla's making slow progress and is in danger of breaking by finishing outside the time limit.
That's good. Don't let it slip now. Don't let it slip.
But Matt's putting in a superhuman performance.
All the way in. All the way, mate. Straight down the side. Off you go. Come on, Carla. Strong finish, Carla.
Carla crosses the line in 11 minutes 43, just inside the time limit.
Well done, Carla.
A stupid barrel.
Against all expectations, she survived Navy Week. Fraser races home in a comfortable 8 minutes 57. Matt's on the home straight, motivated by a burning desire to beat Barnaby and Angus.
Oh, what a strong finish, Matt. I really wanted this one, but those two boys after me are going to be the ones to be up against them. I don't know if I've done enough.
While Angus looks like he could be feeling the pace for the first time this week, Barnaby's looking as fresh-faced as ever.
Working well. All the way to the end, all the way to the end.
Sprint now, come on, power finish. Power finish. Come on, Angus.
Angus has given his all, so Barnaby can't afford to make any slip-ups.
Put yourself through there.
Not a very good technique. He keeps on popping up and down, trying to work out how far he's got. He's dragging the barrel behind him. He's losing quite a lot of time here.
All the way through the line.
Come on, boy.
All the way through, all the way through.
The training is a test of who has the strength of character to be a leader.
Throughout the day, my staff and I have been looking at you as individuals to see who's shown the best leadership qualities throughout the six of you. Okay? And today's winner is Dave.
Well done!
But the prize they all want to win is for being fastest over the individual assault course. Carla, Fraser and Dave clocked the slowest 3 times. But has Matt managed to overtake Angus and Barnaby in the pecking order?
Third position, running time of 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Matt.
Well done!
So now it's time to find out who's won and who's in the best physical shape at this stage of the competition.
In second position, with a running time of 6 minutes and 34 seconds, Barney.
So, with a time of 6 minutes 20, Angus wins the assault course. But they all have cause for celebration. It's the end of the Navy Challenge, and all 6 Unbreakables have survived. It's been a grueling experience. They've endured stinking mud, icy water, and some of the toughest selection tests used by the Royal Navy. 6 Unbreakables have emerged from a 3rd week of challenges, but Benedict is about to turn up the heat.